Yes. Psychologically, I think that we're going to win, especially on the what I think is the most important issue, which is the Federal Reserve. The war chest that the globalists create for themselves with this Ponzi scheme that is our money system is, if we attack that, everything else will crumble. But the problem that I have, Alex and Stefan, and see if you can address this, when that issue is won, I think there is going to be a financial collapse in this country. And I think that inevitably the people who looked at us as the conspiracy theorists and the Ron Paul supporters, they're going to say, hey, wait a second, you were the guy that pushed for the collapse of the end of the Fed, and now look what happened.
Well, sir, I've been saying that for years. No. They did that during the Great Depression. The bankers suck you dry. They vertically integrate the money. When it implodes, they allow opposition to come in and blame it on them. They're already blaming Rand Paul, who's never been in office, for the depression that's coming, saying he caused it because he wants to audit the Fed. Great points. Appreciate the call. Stefan, comments.
Well, yeah, look, it's entirely right that the power to print your own money, the power to type whatever you want into your own bank account is not something that people are going to give up lightly. You can't have war and oppression without fiat currency, fundamentally, or at least it's very, very, very limited in what can be achieved. So it is absolutely essential that currency be privatized and that there's competing currencies and that violence is not used. It is as simple, and to make the case against the Fed is as simple as making the universal moral statement that counterfeiting is immoral. And it doesn't matter whether you're a guy in a suit in a big office or you're a guy in a basement in his underwear. It is immoral to counterfeit money, and government is as subject to virtue and vice and good and evil as anybody else.
Because counterfeit destroys what people have really saved, and it gives unfair trade advantage to the insiders.
Yeah, and it's a terrible tax on the poor. It's the most brutal tax on the poor. Inflation, anybody who's on a fixed income, anybody who's spending a large proportion of their income on the essentials gets completely destroyed by
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. Rushing through calls here. We'll have you back soon. Look forward to it. Let's go to Matt in the UK. You're on with Stefan Molyneux. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex, and good afternoon, and good afternoon, Stefan. My first point is, from a British point of view, is when you mention about the fat slobs in the UK, by the way, get your facts right, and the first point of view is not everyone's a fat slob in the UK. Is basically, when Alex mentioned about desk.
Well, not everybody's a fat slob in the U.S., but I am. No, I mean, I'm not saying everybody's a fat slob in the U.K.
You will, Alex, not at all. You're not at all. What I'm saying is, Alex was mentioning, an intellect like myself, is in the UK, there's people that are hard-working like myself and energy working and things like that, and we keep the UK going. Basically, my point is basically, I know that New World Order are going to cripple this country, and the bankers get absolute trillions and millions of pounds, which they are doing now on the Bailing Island doubt is. Look, we're living in a territory, even the UK, the US doesn't know this, and we've got secret police in this country.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
I want Alex's take on that. What he thinks of that.
Well, I mean, look, if you look at the UK, the US, Europe, Australia, it's the exact same system. It's a corporate form of governance, and I appreciate your call, Matt. I'm out of time with Bill, Rashid, Eric, and others because I've got to get to the other news. But that final question from Matt in the UK, what's your view on that? Stefan.
Well, I do think that the UK is going to go through the same kind of fiscal crunch as everyone else. I completely appreciate and agree with you. There have to be hardworking people in the UK who are producing goods and services that people want, in the same way that you have to have livestock on a farm, otherwise it's not a farm. So the fact that you have a ruling class means that you have productive and energetic and creative people. All we have to do is pry them off your necks and let you flourish, and the world can become a much better place.
Absolutely. Well, great work you're doing, and just really appreciate the great YouTube videos that you're putting out. And I look forward to having you via video Skype with a better audio connection coming up in the near future. Hope to talk to you soon, Stefan.
Thanks so much. Maybe next time I'll just sit on your lap. We'll share a mic, and I'm sure that will be the way to do the next
Hey, no, it was great. It's just your info's key, and I look forward to having you back on soon. God bless and take care of yourself.
Thanks,
there he goes. Thank you, sir. There goes Stefan Molyneux. Great having him on the broadcast with us today. Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day. to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.